You know, Marshall played, I mean, they played at such a high level for the fourth game and fourth days. They competed hard defensively, made us earn everything when we were on offense, and then they really started playing downhill. They made some great shots, great ball movement. We just got to give Dan and his staff and Marshall University a ton of credit. We beat a really, really good team that was playing really well. But, you know, it's the third game. I think we've scored in the 80s in the tournament. Our team really shares the ball. All three of these guys, once again, played at a really, really high level. And it was just a really exciting, I bet you it was a fun game to watch on TV. There was a lot of great offense, a lot of great offensive plays. And so it's quite an honor to get 30 wins and go back to the NCAA tournament. And our team will enjoy it. And I know we're looking forward to tomorrow and see where we're going. And I know our team thinks that, you know, we've got a lot of basketball left, and that's going to be our mindset this week.
Questions for our student athletes in the front?
Reggie, you know, this is your final year. You had a mission to get back to the tournament, win it, and get back to the NCAA tournament. You accomplished both, and on top of that, win the regular season. First off, your just initial reaction of going out a champion once again.
There's nothing better than, you know, going out as the champion. This is something that I'll be able to talk about for years to come. So just to be able to say that, you know, we won the regular season outright and then came in and took care of business in the conference tournament, it means everything.
In the back?
Reggie, I've got a quote from you last year in your press conference, and you said, "It's the best feeling ever to win this tournament. It's the best memory I've ever had as far as basketball is concerned." Is that still true, or has this one topped it?
I think this one has topped it just because of the season that we've had. You know, the 30 wins is a big accomplishment for any college basketball team. So for us to be able to do that, you know, in the fashion in which we did it, it really speaks volumes about, you know, our team and what we've had to go through over the season, and you know, not just being satisfied from what we did last year.
Giddy Potts,
Yes, sir.
MVP. Talk about how special it is for you and how much of a team award that is.
First of all, I just want to thank Reggie and Ja'Cory for just letting me play with them. And last week we was just talking about how the conference put me in third team, and we was talking about that the whole week. And they was telling me I just got to come out and play my game and I'll get MVP. So I just came out and played, and I just want to thank them and coaching my team just for that.
On the right.
Ja'Cory, after the team's win last season over Michigan State and all you've done this season after how y'all set out to prove it wasn't just a one-time thing, how satisfied can you be right now with what you've achieved so far?
I'm very satisfied. I sat on the sidelines for a long year last year to watch my team do what they had to do to win the conference championship, and I was sitting over there to myself thinking about how I can come in and help Reggie and Giddy because they were the main guys coming back, and I knew that we had a good core as far as our bench and our depth, and I just try to put in as much work as I can in the summertime to try to help these two guys out. And I mean, I didn't really see myself helping this much, but because it's pretty much Giddy and Reggie's school, but I just tried to do whatever I could, and I just thank these two guys and Coach Davis and the athletic director for giving me a chance to be a Blue Raider, and I mean, what a better feeling to get the championship in Birmingham. So,
Reggie, when Marshall started, you know, inching their way back, you saw the raw emotion on the court there. You know, what did you guys do in the huddle when they got within 2 points? What did you guys say? What did you say to the team as a team leader, and how did you guys manage to pull away?
In the huddle, you know, everybody was kind of chipping in comments, you know, just trying to uplift the team. You know, Coach Davis was going over the game plan and telling us what to do when we got back out there. But, you know, just myself, I was just trying to tell everybody, you know, we know where we want to be. You know, we wanted to be right back in that tournament. The only way we were going to do that is to go out and, you know, close the game out. We know what kind of team we have, and we know when we really lock in on the defensive end, we can really shut down players and you know, create tough shots for them. So you know, in the timeouts and things like that, we were really just trying to focus on the defensive end and trying to, you know, get those 3 stops in a row that we always talk about.
All right, at this point, we'll dismiss our student athletes. Congratulations, guys.
Good job, man.
We will
Good
continue
job.
with questions for Coach.
Coach, last year you guys surprised people both in the tournament and in the NCAA tournament. This time you guys came in as overwhelming favorites in this conference tournament. Tell me, what did you see before this tournament started that helped this team lock in and achieve those expectations?
You know, I felt that our team, we felt a little pressure at the end of the year. I mean, we got beat at UTEP, and all you heard was that almost we couldn't slip at all. I mean, you just almost had to be perfect. Now I think we've won, 20 out of 21. And I thought we were pressing maybe a little bit at the end of the year, and I think that when the Florida weekend was over at home, it seemed like our team just got invigorated. They were just looking so forward to coming to the next step, you know, to the tournament. And I think we'll see the next step when we go to the NCAA tournament. But we just had an unbelievable practice week. Didn't do a lot of competitive hitting, you know, but it was just how hard we cut. You could tell in the locker room was a great feel. And even today, Aldo, just how loose our team is. I mean, we play really hard with an edge, but there's such, they got a good way about them at meals and different things, so they really enjoy each other.
Coach, Marshall hit 19 threes yesterday and shot 53%. Today they only hit 10. Talk about your defense mindset coming in and how you're able to limit them from the three-point line.
You know, for the first about 13 minutes, we guarded about as well as we can guard. I mean, we made them take tough shots. The whole thing is you got to get your defense set. And then, we switched more than we switch normally. Always do it against Marshall. Our 1-3-1 was good early, and then they got us on some corner threes, so we had to just kind of go man-to-man or our 2-3 zone. But I think with our length and our athleticism, our fives can try to guard their ones, and our ones was trying to guard Taylor, and they've got good offensive schemes. And then when they made their run, it was all transition. We couldn't get our defense set. They were just beating us down the floor and making shots. So, but it really is. I mean, they're going to make some shots. They shot 32 to hold them with 39%. It was really good.
Coach Giddy obviously wins MVP of the tournament, puts up 30 today, and he's next season especially going to be counted on big time as a leader. What can you say about your junior guard after tonight?
Well, you know, he's on his path, kind of like Reggie was, you know, and he'll make a name. He's already made a name to be, you know, one of the very best players in the history of our school. And so, you know, I think Gideon, he's such a fun guy to be around. You see his great smile, and that's the way he is. He's such a good team person, and he really did. He had a chip about being third team, you know, he did. And Reggie got second team, you know, and I never said a word to him, but, you know, that's kind of what it was. And I thought that was probably good motivation that we could use coming into the tournament.
Now you guys prepare for another NCAA tournament. What is, you know, your schedule like going, you know, into next week, and what's your plan? Do they have a couple days off to celebrate this and then get back to work?
You know, although it just depends on where we go and what day we play. We'll obviously take off tomorrow. We'll have our selection show, Chris, right at the Hall of Fame at 4:30. I think they're going to open the doors at 3:45 tomorrow at the Hall of Fame, so I think we'll have a huge crowd for that to see where we go. And then from there, you know, if it's a Thursday game, obviously sometimes you travel on Tuesday depending on where you go. The biggest thing is getting this tournament is get there healthy. So we won't do a lot of physical things. We'll do a lot of mental things and try to be physical without contact, and to get to that Thursday or Friday game very, very healthy and fresh and ready to go.
Coach, talk about the fan support you guys got all weekend long.
Tonight was just terrific. It really, really was. It made me feel so good, you know, and to kind of see that grow and travel, and it was a huge part. I say, but it may have been the deciding factor of us winning the game. I mean, they stood right behind us. Our players are motivated. When Marshall made their great run, our fans willed us to to play better, and that's what a good fan base does. It's still growing all the time, and but we were sure proud of it, and I know our guys are happy to win it for the Blue Raider faithful.